Well, thank you so much for having me here today. It is a pleasure and a privilege to get to speak to all of you. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come down. As Representative Norton said earlier, your presence and your voice here is incredibly valuable. And to echo what Representative Abler said, bringing your stories to the decision makers here at the Capitol really goes a long ways. I know for me as a legislator, when I have folks from my district, folks who have boots on the ground every day dealing with some of the issues that we're trying to make strategic decisions over here up at the Capitol, it's incredibly important for you to share your experiences, what's happening in your life, and how we can help better serve the people of Minnesota here at the legislature. As was mentioned, I have had the pleasure and privilege of offering and chief authoring House File 745, which is going to allow the work to continue of the Autism Disorder Task Force that I have been able to serve on for the past 2 years. This task force has met twice a month for the past 2 years with a variety of people, pediatricians, psychologists, members of the Autism Society, members from various minority communities throughout Minnesota, legislators, educators, pediatricians, a variety of people to come together and figure out how we can better coordinate services here in Minnesota to make sure that families, children, people who need these services are able to access them, get the information that they need, and be helped in a very substantial and strategic way. In addition, this legislation that we're authoring this year will allow this to not only continue forward, but to hopefully put together a strategic implementation plan. Again, I'm sure many of you have had to navigate the system with your children, with the services that are out there, trying to figure out where you can get the information that you need to access the services through your school district, through the healthcare system. We're trying to look at ways and do a lot of work on figuring out how we can better coordinate those services, better make sure that those services are accessible and available to families that need them most. And so that has been something that I have been focused on. It's gotten a lot of bipartisan support. It just passed another committee this morning, and so I'm looking forward to its final passage so that that important work can continue on that task force going into the next several years, and that strategic implementation plan can go into works. I want to just take a brief moment to just commend all of you once again to the doctors that are here, the incredible work that you do and your commitment to continue to work towards figuring out this disorder that is growing so fast across the state. I want to commend the teachers that are here. I have been in several classrooms down in Apple Valley and Burnsville and have just been amazed at the incredible diligence, the incredible commitment that teachers have to serving children with autism to make sure that they reach their full potential and harness those incredible skills that are there in each unique child. I want to commend the parents in this room who are truly heroes to their own children, who would do anything to make sure that your child gets what they need in order to be successful in this life. We obviously face a great deal of challenges when it comes to this growing disorder, but I think the potential is there to really harness the resources that are available, as well as to recognize some of the unique strengths and gifts that come within this disorder, looking past all of the negatives, but seeing that there's some really unique opportunities with children and adults as they move into the job market, and how incredibly valuable they can be in our economy, in important job areas within this state. And so thank you again so much for having me. As was mentioned before, our emails and contact information is public information. If you have any thoughts, comments, concerns as we continue to work on the task force, please don't hesitate to contact me. It's been a real pleasure and privilege to get to work on this issue, continue to learn about it, and hopefully move towards some real solutions as we move forward. Thank you so much.